If you just observe, if everybody makes a little effort, everybody take a little time for this piece of life, okay? Not for your family, not for your career, not for something else. Just for this piece of life, give it little time because this is the most important piece of life in your life, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Even if you're in love with somebody, still this is the most important piece of life, isn't it? So pay some attention to this. How does it happen? Why have you taken it for granted? Believe me, you're not going to be here forever. I'll bless you with a long life, but you're going to fall dead one day. So, do not take this for granted. If you wake up in the morning, tomorrow if you wake up in the morning, now this is not my wish, but I want you to know, of all the people who go to bed tonight, over 1 million people will not wake up tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, if you and me wake up tomorrow morning, is it not a fantastic thing? 1 million people did not wake up. You woke up. Is it not a great thing? Just look at the ceiling and smile. You are still awake. You're still there. And for many, many millions of people, somebody who's dear to them did not wake up. So just check those 5, 6 people around you. They all woke up. Wow, it's a fantastic day. You woke up and everybody who matters to you around you woke up. Is it not fantastic day? You are living with an idea that you're immortal. When I say you're immortal, you're not actually thinking you're immortal, but you're not conscious of your mortality. If you're not conscious of your mortality, somewhere you think you're immortal, isn't it? How many moments in a day are you conscious that you're mortal? If you were conscious, would you have time to crib? Would you have time to fight with somebody? Would you have time to do some rubbish with your life? If you knew, if you are conscious that you are mortal, you would do nothing other than what is absolutely needed for you and everybody around you. This one thing if you do, if you just remind yourself, you don't think this is a negative thing. Death is not a negative thing, it's the only thing which has added value to your life. If you're here forever, you would be unbearable.
Yeah. Yes.
Isn't it? Aren't we glad everybody dies one day? If you just become conscious of this one thing, that always you're conscious that I'm mortal, you don't have to think I will die today, we don't intend, we want to live as far as possible. Just you know, one day I will die. If you're just conscious of this one thing, you will naturally become spiritual. Every day, every moment if you remind yourself, this is a brief life, I'm mortal, one day I will end. Just do this for 2 days and see, you will become something truly fantastic within yourself, just this is all.
That is simply beautiful.
That's all that's needed. If you want to know the value of life, just know that it's a brief happening.
Today, I have some questions for you. Do you value your life? Do you really think that your life is precious? Do you really know the importance of being in the human form? I want you all to contemplate these questions and see what answers do you really get from within you. Those answers will show you how far you have progressed on your spiritual path. Those answers will clearly tell you how close you are to your goal of self-realization, how close you are to your divine conscious nature. But if you ask me how to know whether I really value my life, how to know whether I really consider my life precious, this is how you can know. If you don't get disturbed by what happens, then you value your life. If you don't resist what happens, then you value your life. If you offer graceful response to what happens in your life, then you really value your life. If you do your spiritual practices regularly, if you meditate daily, then you really know the importance of being in the human form. Remember, it's only spirituality which shows you the true value of human life. It's only spirituality which tells you how precious this human form is. Remove spirituality from your life and you are left with nothing. I'm using the word spirituality a lot, so some of you may be wondering what I really mean by this word. For me, spirituality is a journey of self-discovery. Right now, you don't know yourself. Right now, you take yourself to be this body-mind complex. But spirituality says that you are something else. You are not this body. You are not this mind. You are something else. You are that in which this body and mind exist. You are the divine consciousness. You are the blissful awareness which animates this body-mind complex. So this is what spirituality teaches. Spirituality lays great emphasis on direct experience. It's not a set of beliefs or dogmas that you have to follow. No, not at all. It just relies on your own experience. It tells you to inquire into your own experience. It tells you to see for yourself that you are not what you take yourself to be. That you are not this body-mind complex, but the divine conscious being. The great Sufi saint Rumi said, "First you were a stone, then you became a plant. After plant, you became an animal. And finally you have this beautiful human form." How miraculous this human form is. This is the story of our evolution depicted beautifully in this poem by Rumi. The present human form that you have is not some chance event that one fine day you accidentally came out of your mother's womb. No, it doesn't happen like that. You'd be surprised to know that you chose your parents yourself. The tendencies from the actions of your past life attracted the family that you were born into. That's why Buddha said, pay great attention to your actions, for what you do will create tendencies. And those tendencies, those predispositions, will then decide the future of this current life and your future lives as well. What I really want to say is that you must realize the importance of this human life, the importance of this human form, because the time that has been given to you, your lifespan, is limited. You're not going to be here forever. A day will come, a moment will come when you will have to leave this body. You have got limited amount of time. So, what you do with this limited time that you have been given is of utmost importance. So, spirituality says that you must devote your whole time, you must devote your whole energy into knowing the truth of your being, into knowing your true nature beyond this body-mind complex, into knowing your divine, conscious, blissful nature.